Wild salmon are an icon in British Columbia, Canada. But over the past century, the wild salmon population has declined due to a number of factors, like overfishing, habitat destruction, and changing water temperatures. One sure way to help protect wild salmon is to enhance its population and to rebuild its habitat.
This is an enhancement facility, and an enhancement refers to the efforts where you try to return salmon stocks through conservation efforts to levels where they're sustainable. So the efforts of a conservation hatchery would be to replace those stocks that have really suffered degradation from conditions that are primarily human-based.
On Vancouver Island, several wild salmon hatcheries have been built to help protect salmon populations. But as the hatcheries get older, many of them are in need of help themselves. Over the past decade, Marine Harvest Canada has donated equipment to numerous salmon enhancement facilities on Vancouver Island and around Vancouver.
At Marine Harvest Canada, we're really excited about growing high-quality salmon. We also like to take part in activities in our community, like fishing, taking our families out on weekends. And many of us volunteer at hatcheries in our communities. Putting a priority on supporting hatcheries is one of the things that we put a lot of value on.
These donations have included rearing tanks, feeding machines, egg incubation trays, and grow-out net pens.
And we've been operating since '82. And in 1997, we actually saw our first physical returns on the Marble River, and they counted 7,000 Chinook in the system that year. Marine Harvest donated the net pens. This construction, it's easy to maintain, it's easy to clean. There's no slipping and sliding with the volunteers. Not only have they donated the net pen systems, they donated feeders for us. They really also became a part of the solution to help the returns of the wild stock in the Marble River system.
These trays that we received from Marine Harvest represent a capital outlay of about $40,000. But that's not the most important aspect, hard dollars. What we can potentially raise in here is about 1.2 million eggs.
So this is Quatsino Lodge. We go fishing and kayaking with our guests, and we also raise salmon. 3 years ago, we had our first net pen experiment. We had 20,000 fry from the Marble River. Marine Harvest supplied the net pen itself and the anchors. Marine Harvest supplied the net. All of the food in every size that we needed, and whenever we need a bigger size because the fish are too big, we phone up and it magically appears on the dock. They inoculate, so they provide the inoculant for the fish in the hatchery. So before the fish come here, they have to be inoculated, and that's all provided for by Marine Harvest.
We're standing right now on the banks of the Quatsino River here, Port Hardy, British Columbia. We're basically a satellite facility that enhances coho, pinks, steelhead, and chum salmon on 4 different drainages here on the North Island. We had the desire to make some changes. We didn't have the funding to make the changes to our fish rearing, but when we had confirmation that Marine Harvest would be able to come on board with the donations, we not only jumped at that, we expanded our plans. And are absolutely thrilled with the end result of the donation from Marine Harvest and our future capacity here at the facility.
For more information about Marine Harvest Canada and our wild salmon enhancement contributions, please visit marineharvestcanada.com.